Yes, good night, good night, good night. This is a quick show, and we want to look at what has happened today in the Premier League, the Prim, as they call it. Now, what we have seen today, two Premier League match played today. These matches were matches in hand for all four teams, Liverpool versus Wolves, and the first match, of course, was the league leaders, Arsenal versus Everton. These are two games that were really looked at in the balance to say, could these teams make up much needed points that had have them in different table, in different aspect of the table. Where we have seen the first game, ladies and gentlemen, all football fans, Arsenal, I have already crowned them. However, they are now leading the table by 5 clear points. Where do we put Arsenal? Is there another team that can overtake Arsenal? As I've said some time ago, I really believe City would have been the only team. Manchester United looking dangerous, but somehow I think they're unable. They will be unable to even go closer to Arsenal. And one of the things is, people, you can't depend on other games to win your competitions. You have to take care of your games. The fact that Man U have already played Arsenal twice, so they can't stop Arsenal again. City, I believe, have another game with Arsenal, so they can stop Arsenal. But that's just 3 of the 5. Who will stop the other 2? Or who will break them? Now, what I say, Arsenal, of course, have some really interesting games coming up. But I think the game with Liverpool will be the game that Arsenal have to use to measure themselves or to take it to a further balance. If they can salvage a point at Anfield, and you hear me say a point, if they can salvage a point at Anfield, I'm sure that they will actually go on to win. But if they lose at Anfield, and City and Man U continue to gain grounds, I think the panic button will be engaged. However, that's just mere talk from me. That's just my view, people. I'm sure the Arsenal fans don't want to hear that. I'm sure the Arsenal fans will say, hey, sorry chatting nonsense. But guess what? It is the nature of the game. But today's game really was a very good one. Arsenal hit 4 past Everton, who beat them 1-0 recently at Goodison. But this sort of performance, people, give me the confidence that this Arsenal team has the championship ability. What say you? They have the championship ability. You see, when you're able to grind out a certain result, and even though it was a big 4-0, I believe it was a grinding performance, because this Everton team, who played a low block, they were hard to go by in the very first half an hour. But the way they played, sit deep, well block. You see, what happened there is that once Arsenal found the first goal, I believe the floodgates would have opened. And that's what happened. So, it is just the nature of how the football matches are played. If you can't play out for 90 minutes, then you will not be able to hold out. And Arsenal did that, very well. So the game, it was, to me, ending in a easy game for Arsenal. Well, easy, I suppose. And the fans and the players and the coaches may very well feel that they are on their way just now. But it will not be such an easy ride to the finish. And you all know that. The fans know that. But, you just have to hope for the best thing as a fan. Or a fan, rather. Saying that to say, though, I must give Arteta, a big thing. He's the coach of the year, no doubt about it. Win, lose or draw right now, nobody can take this away. Arteta is the coach of the year for this Premier League season. Trust me. If you have a different view, no problem. But that's how it is. Now with the other game, my team, Liverpool hosts Wolves. And in recent time, Wolves have gotten the better of Arsenal. But not Arsenal, sorry, Liverpool. But the table has turned today. It was, I believe, a very cagey game. I must say to you, Liverpool team in the first half was very difficult to watch. I don't know, the missed passes, the errors, I don't know, the energy level was so low. Somehow though, they turned up in the second half, really knocking on the Wolves' door. I think I think Liverpool had the better of play. And when you look at the stats, you can say that too. It's never, to me, in my perspective, my view, it wasn't a Liverpool game that any fan would have really wanted except for the win. I don't think they played well. They probably did enough to win. But the statistics in that game would have shown that Liverpool had the better of play. The possession, Liverpool, I think, was somewhere 56 to 44, somewhere around that line. But Liverpool had a great advantage over possession. They also shots on target, far much more than this Wolves team. I think Liverpool have hit 15 shots, 6 on target, while Wolves hit 4 shots, 1 on target. So, looking at that, you may say the passes, as you know, Liverpool would have had more passes, but it's not a performance that you believe that they can take this into another game. More so, you know who the next game is, or who the next opposition is for Liverpool. The great Man U, the team that seems as if they will at least win 2 trophies this week. Sorry, not this week, but this season, at least 2. At least 2 they will win. They're already gone with 1. So I back them to win another one. However, I don't see them win the EPL.